Hi, sir. I'm Yijing from Group 4, and together with Stanley today, we're going to show you the modeling process that we have been doing, and also the industry that have been chosen by us, which is called the SPIN, which is located at Penang, Payong Lepas area for it, and it's the F&B industry for it, which is the very first pink color team in Malaysia, the restaurant pink color team restaurant in Malaysia itself, which they have been offered a wide range of fusion Western menus since 2019. And the very core reason that we have been choosing SPIN as the modeling process, which personally I have been working at that, which I experienced at that for several months as a part-timer, which we are quite familiar for the process of the industry itself. And so the other reason that I've been choosing for SPIN is because it's a lacking automatically system, slow and inefficiency working process, and also the improvement space exists. Since for SPIN, currently they are still using traditional way to operate, to run through the operations, right? Which the digitalize is, it can be improved the industry to having potential to improve the potentials of, the industry operation and quality performance for itself. And so this is the ordering process where we have been choosing, which is the ordering process itself. And as you can see here, that we got a pressure for 6 process, which from 1.0 to 6.0 itself, which from the order process, order confirmations, checkings, receive, reject, and also the summary itself for the process during the process. And having description for it, which is start from the beginning, the order decision, which is the process that customer have decide what they want, what they should take in the restaurant, what they should eat. And also when in the order confirmation, which as service crew, we go to need to double checking with the customer, see whether all the orders that they want have been taken and also have been ordered. And so after we having a double confirm, then we will need to check with the kitchen, see whether the order is available to be proceed. If it is not, then we need to announce the customer that having an alternative choice for them to replace the previous order for it. But if it is yes, then the order can be processed directly by the restaurant, by the kitchen itself as soon as possible. And so after the order have been received, then the order summary will be will be generated by the system itself for the later payment of the process. Okay, so how can it be improved? How can it be digitalized? Which by the discussion frame, we have plans to reduce the service process, or which is to reduce the 2.0, 3.0, and also 4.0 to make it digitalized and to just reduce it, which to make this step into automatically operation system, which is digitize the process itself, and also reduce the manual key in order process to reduce human involvement for this entire process itself. Because as I mentioned, from now on, currently, SPIN is still using a traditional ways to operate the system, the operation itself, which as a service crew, sometimes we were having problems to serve multiple customers in one time in a very similar question, which is from the order process, which is spend more time and also risk during the process. So which by digitize it can reduce the risk itself and being more efficiency and effectively for the operation of SPIN. And so after the remodel, which is to improve, enhance of it, which it can reduce 2 steps of the process cycle, shorten the time from 5 minutes to 1 minute or lesser, because by my experience to tell, normally during the ordering process and also the reconsider ordering process itself, which customer will spend more than 5 minutes to rethink about what they want for an alternate option for it, which by this is quite a waste of resources during the process itself. But it will be rude if we won't accept for it. But still, as a service crew, we need to accept everything. And so by the digitalized spread, the time and human involvement can be reduced, which is it can be more effective work delegation and also cost reductions for the process itself. Since when customer can order by themselves, they won't use, the industry don't need to have more human to involve for the process, which can be reduced, which is cost can be reduced. Moreoverly, when the customer can do the ordering process by themselves through onlinely, which the task can be delegated more effectively for the service crew to serve other customers or to refine the service to having a more like, great experience for other customer to experience during the restaurant itself. And so we have made the order decision and order checking to combine into one process, one single process, which customer can directly, like through the website itself, customer can directly see the availability of the orders, and they can immediately have the final decision of what they want to order and what they want to eat for it. And after they have done the decision, they will add all the options to the carts, and also will go to the order confirmation, which during at the cart, customer can go through and check whether all the order have been picked. And if it does yes, then they can directly send the orders. And as I mentioned, because of the website is already show the availability of the order, which the kitchen and also counter will directly receive the order and start to process the order immediately, which it can reduce the time for customer to waiting, and also to reduce the time of communication that causes waste of resources and time for the process itself. And also lastly, the order summary, which after all the things done, the order summary, which will be generated for the counter and also for the customer to tracking for them, the trackings, the orders, and also for counter for later payment process of it. And compared to the traditional, with this improved digital process of the ordering itself, which the different with the traditional parts for it, which Spring is still using traditional, which limited technology have been using except for the order summary with it. And so for this, the improved, enhanced version for it, more technology will be used, which is for the database, and like development, system development will be used at the website for it, which is quite complicated and will be explained for our next part for it. And that's all for my part. And now I will pass to Stanley to continue for it. Thank you.
On the data reliance, that we found out that there are two types of base, such as food-based and value-based. In the case of food-based, it appears that the food ID and consider its totality and like considering all the elements. For the value-based, the system will evaluate the data in relation to the customer needs and demands, and then the system will make a recommendation to the customers. For the external service technology, in order to improve the system, we will use three types of external sources, such as outsourcing and looking for third party to provide external service to customers. With the third party partnership, we will have our own website that will serve as a food ordering server for customers. Moreover, we will use ERP enterprise system and XCM supply chain management on the online platform, in addition to having a third party. Next, for the improvement model network technology, we will use the extranet, which is a private internet within the company, and to protect customer data and sync the data. For example, if a customer wants to order the food, the system will go through the data and then display the menu online, the food online. This can allowing the customers to decide whether they want to order or not. On the other hand, we will develop a POS system, IRS restaurant POS system, with closed source software to allow customers to pay by card, making it easier to do business in the world, especially due to this COVID-19 pandemic, where the cash can spread the virus. For the improvement model, direct and indirect benefits, this online system has both direct and indirect benefits, because the system can be hacked. And this system is syncing at the same time. Using this online system will reduce the process cycle times. Like, for example, if we use the system, we will have less manpower, which will result in a staff reduction, and the quality of the operation will improve over time. For the technical and security concerns, there is a disadvantage of using this system. Like, it can create a some kind of risk like hacking can hack, like the data security breach risk and data quality risk, such as identity theft, discrimination, and reputation harm for those who get hacked. Thank you. And this is the reference, and this reference is made from our group work.